Hello, I'm Mari, and I am in the strangest mood today. I've been intending to come and speak in this little In Touch thing I'm doing since I got back from the conference at Miracles in the Mountains. And I came back with just this utter exhaustion, but yet invigorated, which makes no sense. And so that's sort of the place that I'm speaking to you from today, a place that makes no sense. And the most impactful things about the conference actually were kind of the same way of making no sense. For instance, Mary and I, Mary Love and I, were not staying on the mountain, and the conference took place in the Blue Ridge Mountains, and just sort of at the top um, of this mountain road that felt sort of precarious, and people kept getting lost. And I was so happy that we weren't the only ones, because we got lost a couple of times, Mary and I. And so we planned really well for our presentation to give ourselves plenty of time. We had somebody drive with us once to be sure we had it down, and we still got lost. So our presentation was to start at 9:15, and at 9:14 we pulled into the parking lot. And the thing was, because of that, we didn't give the presentation that we had planned to give, particularly me. Because I'm a writer, I spend all this time before I go out to present writing out a presentation. And at one point on the mountain, I told Mary, I said, "This is Jesus. This is definitely Jesus, keeping us lost, so that to kind of thwart that plan." And I felt such certainty about it that when we rushed into the room where we were presenting, where about 150 people were waiting, although I learned that they weren't actually waiting anxiously or anything. There were other things going on. But we were then ushered up on the stage, and I had asked for 2 chairs and a table, thinking that it would be, rather than a formal way of standing at a podium, we would be at like a table, like a kitchen table, something that was high, and we could set our papers and our water and just present from there. But what was set up, it was so sweet. It was like 2 thrones almost. It was 2 armchairs, 2 padded chairs, with this little itty bitty coffee table in between with a plant on it or something. And there was like no way, there was no way without standing up and going to the podium that anything was going to work. And so it was just about giving up and giving in to just speaking from the heart, which I always hope to do. I'm always afraid I can't do, which is why I write and write. And probably I'll always do that. I'm not really beating myself up, because I think that's, as being a writer, it's probably just my way. And I don't have to feel bad about that, because then what I really want to talk about sort of gets worked into me, so that I'm not tongue tied when it's time to speak. And everything worked out just beautifully. And yet it seemed so ordinary. And this is the kind of unraveling of the old that I feel is going on, where what becomes miraculous and extraordinary is our touching into what is ordinary, just sort of meeting heart to heart. And even if one person's a speaker and one person's in the audience listening, there's not a great divide. And that was borne out. And I'm really excited about that. And I'm hoping that I will feel more inclined to maybe do more by way of inciting this excitement for the new way that I feel so strongly. It is such an important time. We are the people in this time that are being called. And it's nothing to turn our backs on, nothing to be quiet about. And I don't know how I'm going to do that because I am a quiet person and I am receiving again on the way of Mary, which keeps me very underground. But I believe there's going to be a way, and will probably include me in a black shirt full of cat hair sitting right here. I don't know yet, but I wanted to express the inspiration that I've gotten from this trip, which is another miracle in the mountain, as was the last one. I want to thank Kathy Scott Perry and all of those who were so kind and open to Mary and I, and to thank all of you who have been interested or who were maybe there with us for your attention to what's coming, to this new future that we are to create from new hearts. Okay, thank you for being with me. Bye for now.